me go and get a coffee. So I ran and got a coffee. So that is why we are live from the car. I'm going to see who pops in. I've got my coffee. Monica, it's just you and me, Monica, right now. How do you feel? Well, you already wrote me back, but how do you feel about your debut live sale? And are you selling somewhere else? Because I think you are. Hi, Salford. Welcome in. So, guys, we are doing a Quickie Founders Chat, and then we're going to raid Hick Life, who is making her debut as a subscriber. Hi, Debbie. If you guys are here, let me know in the comments. I don't see any comments yet. I don't know. Maybe that's me. There she is. I'm so glad. I didn't check your sales, but I think you made sales. I think you did, Monica. Hi, Debbie. So we're up close and personal, guys. I forgot to schedule this, and I used it as an excuse to go and get a coffee. But I rented a vehicle because I told some of you I'm selling at Brimfield, but I'm also selling this weekend because, you know, I'm insane and I love to work. So we're packing the car. I'm not packing it entirely tonight. It looks really nice and clean right now, but I'm in this Chrysler Pacifica because, hi, Maria, I'm so glad you're here. I got your jewelry. Anyway, I'm in this Chrysler Pacifica because my car is not as big. And so I rent this Pacifica because you can stow the seats, and you guys see how long it is and then how high it is. So it gives me like another 25% space compared to my RAV4. Hi, Maria. Maria, you're selling at 7 today. I'm surprised. You know what, Maria? You're right. I do. Thank you. Debbie, you know why? So I had my eyebrows microbladed, and I think you guys would be scared if you saw them. So this is like day 2, and then they actually look normal, but it looks like I'm not looking my best today, so we're wearing the shades. But thank you. They are 1970s. Anyone who wants, you can sell sunglasses. Vintage Jewelry Addicts. So Maria, before we kind of chat about a few things, I am obsessed. I don't know if you guys were on one of Maria's last sales. I think it was 2 weeks ago, Maria. I cannot believe that this is a Chico's piece. I think Chico's should win an award for vintage jewelry and vintage fashion. I've sold some of the vintage clothing, but these coins, or like fake coins, all different metals and colors. Hi, Jamie. Has a really big lobster clasp, which I actually kind of like, but then you can adjust it so I can wear it almost like a choker, and I feel really badass. I feel like I'm somebody in this. You've been trying to find another one. I'm glad I bought it. And then Maria was like, but wait, there's more. And these are real coins, guys. Maria, I guess I could take off all the coins and make some money, but some of them are Mexican coins, I believe. No, one is South Africa, France. What's this one? Italy, maybe? Like coins from around the world. So then I wear that with my Chico's necklace. I just feel like, oh, money. So I hope you guys enjoy your jewelry and wear your jewelry. I don't wear my jewelry every day, but like fashion and clothing, you know, jewelry is meant to be worn, and it helps us. It helps us to ground ourselves in the joy of life and in the beauty of the fact that we're alive, right? Like, we are here, and that is incredible. And so is this bracelet. So give it up for Maria. Thank you so much for the great deal, Maria. So awesome. Hi, Oma girl. Welcome in. We're doing a little show and tell here. And then here's the necklace. Yay! Okay, so guys, this is perfect. So I love a debut of a subscriber. So Hick Life has sold with us. Am I right? You're in Georgia. And Hick Life loves all things sparkly. And she has some incredible vintage classic pieces, which is a trend in Vintage Jewelry Addicts. We do sell a lot of sign pieces, a lot of 60s, 70s, earlier. And so when I saw her debut with the New Seller Spotlight, I don't know if I wrote you, or maybe you're on a New Seller or you were on a Founders Chat, but like, yeah, you've got it. So we want all your goodies, Hick Life. We want all of them. So Hick Life will be going live at 5:30 in about 13 minutes. We'll go raid her, welcome her as a subscriber. This is her first primetime live. And then we have Maria on at 7. I forget who's 8:30. Oh no. I forget who's 8:30. And then I believe it's Debbie at 10. Mom has decided to call me. I will have to call my mom back. 30 pieces. Okay, so did you pre-upload? I love how this thing makes noise. I feel like old money, seriously, with this. That's amazing. Pre-uploading is fantastic because anyone who's watching, who's a seller or a buyer, I'm sure you can agree, like, we don't have a lot of time. So people come in, they might place some pre-bids. I actually witnessed pre-bids last night on our New Seller Spotlight, which I do want to shout out our new sellers. Our New Seller Spotlight. And, you know, it does take extra time, but the reward is there. And then you guys, just so you know, anyone who doesn't know, you can convert your buy it nows to auctions and your auctions to buy it nows. Let me know if you don't know how to do that. You do it on desktop. You can't do it on app, but you can toggle back and forth so that if you're going live and you're like, oh, I just want to run my buy it nows, you just convert them over to auctions. So awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I haven't looked at the schedule. And if I do, I think I lose you guys. I don't have my laptop with me. So, but we will get you sorted. Remember that you always get a text message and an email reminder. So Jamie will help you. I can't help you right now. Cause I can't look at the calendar. So, okay. So back to some things, quick founders chat here. Okay. Yes, huge coffee. I'm selling tomorrow. I'm selling Sunday. I'm selling at Brimfield. Thank you, Noreen. Hard eyes to you as well. Thank you. Thank you. We will definitely get you sorted out. Okay. So I'm going to try my hardest to go live from Brimfield. So I'm going to schedule for Tuesday so that if you guys want to see the fields, if you want me to walk around a little bit, I will. I am doing dealer's choice on Tuesday, which is basically when you're selling everything for like very little. And I purchased, I don't know, like, what did I purchase? I think it was 40 pounds of jewelry to sell for like $3, $5, $10. And then I'm doing clothing as well. So awesome, Debbie. Awesome. So I will schedule that. I'm just unsure about service because maybe the service will be wonky, but that will be Tuesday. Monday night, I'm going live to pull a winner, well, 2 winners for the $25 gift cards. Guys, remember, hey, Willie, that the more you host live sales, you're entered to win. So Hick Life, this will be your first sale this week. So we're doing a May giveaway competition where there's 2 new winners every week for a $25 Visa gift card just for hosting a live sale. We use random.org. If you win one week, you can't win another week, just so that we can have different people winning. So spread the word, let people know. If you go live 4 times, you get 4 entries. So it is a good idea to go live for more entries. You just have to go live for 30 minutes and you do have to be selling. You can't just be like me in my car drinking coffee. Okay, so there's that. And here's the most important thing. And we will be going over it with the schedule. I don't have the schedule in front of me on Monday night. On Tuesday is our second, I can't remember. It's our second, right? Our second sterling silver train. This has been a huge success. I am so grateful. I think I know our buyers love it. Our sellers love it. Some of our sellers are selling 60 minutes. So I believe that our third one, which will be in June, we will make longer if that is possible, or we'll do 2 days. Maybe we'll do 2 days, like Monday night and Tuesday night. That might be better. And so the Sterling Silver Train will kick off at, I believe, 5:30 on Tuesday. And we have some sellers doing 30 minutes and some sellers doing 60 minutes. We are working on developing some new trains that you guys can hop on. We will always do the Sterling Silver Train the second Tuesday of the month. We will always do the new seller spotlight, which is for our new sellers. Oh, I have to give a shout out to last night. Hold on. And then we will always do our cross marketplace train with Mr. Eccentric. The cross marketplace train with Mr. Eccentric is nice because if you want to sell some small housewares, you can. That's totally fine. It's on our live as the cross marketplace train. And then we're working on maybe something that changes every month. If anyone wants to volunteer to help with that, we always need help with organizing the schedule, making the flyer, getting people motivated. I will always promote and see what's happening. The trains can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't recommend, hi Jody, welcome in. I don't recommend 2 trains at once. I just don't think it's worth a shot. I just don't think we're big enough. So if anyone here is interested in stepping forward, we've had some great train organizers. They've been taking a break. If they want to organize again, I would love that. But I think moving forward, our trains should be a little bit like more special, right? So I think the Sterling Silver Train, why that works is that it's only Sterling Silver. And I was speaking to Debbie of Gypsy Warrior, and she suggested Victorian Revival. And I was like, I love that. Let's do Art Deco Revival and Victorian Revival. Or she had said, let's have the sellers choose an era. Okay, so let's do one live sale that's only mid-century, or one series, train series that's only mid-century. So focus a little bit more on like the very specific aspects of vintage jewelry, not just like gold tone or everything that sparkles or like some sort of general theme, actually being more specific about it. I do want to host a train that is nothing but grails. And what that means is that you guys truly bring your best pieces. So that's an idea. But I think soon here, probably as we step into June, we'll really start to schedule for the rest of the year, which is the OCD side of me coming up. So if anyone wants to say, hey, I'll take a train for a month, or I have an idea, raise your hand. I mean, I would love, I told Debbie this, I was like, I would love to wake up and you guys are hosting a train because you just decided the night before. So don't feel like you have to run it by me. I just know that the more that I, initiate and kind of stir the pot, the more that we all get excited and involved, and it's a group effort. So, or we can do one train and everyone does a different era, right? I know you will, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so Sterling train on Tuesday. Last night. Oh my goodness. So our new seller spotlight had the least amount of sellers, but I want to say something. They were 2 of our strongest sellers ever. Shout out to Denise of Love Me Some Vintage and Monica of Maximalist Monica. I woke up this morning and checked our sales, and between both sellers, we sold 31 items. It was awesome. It was like boom, 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 boom. Fireworks. Like, they did great. Monica, I didn't watch a lot of your live sale, so I'm sorry I can't specifically mention things that you sold. But Denise brought some really, really beautiful brooches. And if you can rewatch her sale, I want you to notice her lighting. And some people have asked me for feedback. And I would say that the feedback I want to give everyone without telling you what not to sell or what to sell, because, you know, we all have a different approach to things. But the number one feedback is lighting for everyone. If you can have the sort of lighting where when you bring that jewelry item up, it just sparkles and shines and it just looks like you want to eat it. You're like, I just want to eat this jewelry. So watch Denise. Her live sale, and watch the replay. Jody, I love your question. If you want to message me, I think, you know, that might be a little bit easier. And then Monica has been a buyer with us, and Monica just like straight out the gate sold some really amazing things too. But Monica, I'm sorry, I went to sleep last night. Well, we had a late series. We had a 9 p.m. and a 10 p.m. So I was asleep by 10:30. But if anyone here is interested in doing a new seller spotlight for June, we can open that up for you. Something that was mentioned during a founders chat last week is that if you're nervous and you don't want to go live by yourself and you just kind of want someone to be on the live with you, myself or Jamie, if we can pre-plan it, we can do a duo live. And so what that means is that we would just be live with you. If you run into an issue, we could help you through the issue or maybe give some commentary. So if you really feel like, I'm so nervous, I want you to know that we don't want you to not jump into the pool just because like you're like, I'm so nervous. So if us being on the live can help you, let us know. Yeah, thanks. You know, Debbie, that was actually Jamie. I don't know if she's here, but Jamie like volunteered. But we just didn't get her on board. And then what else was I going to say? I think that's it. Brimfield. Brimfield is going to be, it's my first time. And, again, all I know to expect is that it's supposed to drizzle. So it's going to be really muddy. So I have some hunter boots. I'm really going into it, I guess, from a perspective of, even if I just break even, I've had an experience. But you guys will see it, hopefully with me on Tuesday. I can kind of walk you around where it will be at the dealer's choice field, which is where people are really unloading. So really cheap prices. And then Wednesday, I'm supposed to be in a field that's a little bit more retail. So I'm holding some of my things, my nicer things for that field. Oh, I love that. Maria, I love that idea. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Talk a little bit about a designer and show some of his. Okay, so we could do like, so you could have a couple of designers. So you could do some Monet. You could do some Kenneth Lane. You could do some Trifari. I love that. So it would actually probably be more like a designer train. But then you would talk about that designer. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Kathy. I saw a bunch of people pop in. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome. We're about to wrap here. We are going to raid Hick Life, who prefers going by Hick Life. That's why I'm not using their first name. And she is a new seller with us as a subscriber, but she's not a brand new seller. She has some incredible items, great personality, loves going live. Search and sell. Oh my gosh. And Hick Life, you are welcome to go live. I'm hanging out waiting for you. And then what I do is I'll raid you with all these people so that you can get the party started. Search and sell. Let me take a screenshot of that. That's genius. I'm so glad you're with us, Hick Life. Okay. All right. I just took a screenshot. I hope everyone has had a great day. These founders chats are for, you know, the whole community. So if you have any follow-up questions about anything, feel free to DM me. Feel free to DM Jamie. If you want feedback on anything in particular, also feel free to DM us. And we have a ton of sellers tonight again. So she's live. So stay on as long as you can or come back on the train for those of you that are new. We do back-to-back live sales every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night for our subscribers. Thank you, Elsie. I'm trying to hide my microbladed eyebrows so that, yeah, because they're like day 3, so they're really dark. Okay, so she's live, guys. Let's go say hi to Hick Life. Let her know in the comments that you're there. Thank you, guys. Next time I will see you will be Monday night from Massachusetts and Tuesday at Broomfield. Okay, bye, everybody. Let's go raid. Here we go.